Good morning, students. Today I've come with a new video for you, that is the classification of pronouns. What are the different types of pronouns? Which pronouns fall in those categories and how they are used? But before we start the content, let me ask you a favor. Please like the video. Please share it so that many other students can see it. And don't forget to subscribe the channel to get the latest updates of my newest videos. Thank you. Now let's start the content. What is a pronoun? Pronoun can basically be termed as a noun substitute. It is placed in place of a noun and it acts as the noun. So there are many different categories of pronouns. The first one is personal pronoun. Now, what is personal pronoun? Personal pronoun is a pronoun that refers to persons. Person, the first person, second person and third person. There are three types of persons in English. So if a pronoun refers to any of the persons, we call it a personal pronoun. Now, suppose, let me give you one example. Ram is an honest man. Ram is a noun. In the next sentence, if we just change it, he is an honest man. So he is placed in place of Ram. So this he is referring to a person. That is why this is called a personal pronoun. Now let me give you some examples which give you the items which can be the personal pronouns. It can be he, she, it, him, her, etc. There can be many more. Now under the category of personal pronoun comes possessive pronoun. Now possessive means it tells about somebody's possession. Suppose this pen is mine. I tell this pen is mine. The pronoun that I am using is mine. So mine is actually showing it that this pen is in my possession. So this word mine. His, hers, yours, etc. There can be many words like this that show possession. So these words, as they show possession, they are called possessive pronouns. Now the next one, demonstrative pronoun. A demonstrative pronoun is a pronoun that demonstrates or points out something or somebody. Suppose, let me again give you some example. This is a board. These are different types of pronouns. So these words, this, these, that, those, these words are called demonstrative pronoun. This, that, these, those, etc. Now the next one, that is relative pronoun. Relative means somebody that would show a relation. Let me give you one example. The boy who is standing on the veranda is my brother. So just think, the boy and is my brother. The boy is my brother, and another clause is there that is telling that the boy is none other but my brother. So the boy who is standing on the veranda is my brother. So there are basically two portions in this sentence. The boy is my brother and who is standing on the veranda. So this who is actually joining these two parts. It is creating a relation between them. As it is joining, it is also a relative pronoun is also called conjunctive pronoun, as it does the work of a conjunction. Okay. So what can be the relative pronoun? Who, which, that, etc. So okay, before I go to the next topic, let me tell you that who is used only for persons, humans, which can be used for animals, small babies, or non-living things. That can be used for any of these. Interrogative pronoun. Interrogative means one who interrogates, that is, one who asks questions. This pronoun is a pronoun that would ask question. Which is your house? What is your father? means what is his profession. So these words, when these words ask questions, which, who, what, etc. So when these words ask questions, they are termed as interrogative pronoun. Now see, there are some common words in relative pronoun and interrogative pronoun. Don't get confused, because they are judged only by how they are used and what is their function. Okay. Now the next one is distributive pronoun. Now what is distribution? Distribution means to separate something, divide something. Okay. So distributive pronoun is a pronoun that basically separates someone or something from the others. Let me give one example. If, either of the boys has done this. Either, anyone. So there are two boys. Any one of the two boys have done this. Neither of the girls has done this. So none of the girls. Distinguish every girl. And no, this girl has not done. This girl has not done. This girl has not done. Now this is distributive pronoun. Now what are the examples? Each, either, neither, etc. The next one, as you can see, is subdivided into two portions, reflexive and emphatic. Now these are basically same words are used for different uses. So these two would have the same words, and together they have a colloquial name, that is self pronoun, because the suffix self is added to them, like this: myself, himself, yourselves, etc. It can be any of these self words. So how would we understand if it's reflexive pronoun or emphatic pronoun? Look, what is reflection? Suppose you stand in front of a mirror. Now just think, who is looking at the mirror? You. What are you looking at? Yourself, your image. So the one who is the subject is also the object. That subject and object is getting reflexed. So this reflexive pronoun is something like this. Let me give you one example. He killed himself. So if I ask you the question, who killed? He killed. Whom did he kill? Himself. So the same person. So that is why this is called a reflexive pronoun. But an emphatic pronoun actually gives emphasis to something. Suppose I give you this example. He did his homework himself. So who did the homework? He. What did he do? Homework. Now then why is himself used? Himself is used to put emphasis on the fact that he did it himself, not by taking somebody else's help. So when the subject and object are same, it is reflexive pronoun. When the subject and object are different and this word, self word, is used only to put emphasis on the subject been doing this, then it is called emphatic pronoun. There is a simple trick to understand which one is, if it is a reflexive pronoun or emphatic pronoun. Just take out the pronoun from the sentence. Just think about this. He killed himself. You take out himself, he killed. The sentence is not complete. But if you take out himself from he did his homework himself, what will remain? He did his homework, that's a complete sentence. So this is not a rule, but this is a small trick to identify reflexive or emphatic pronoun. The next one is indefinite pronoun. As the name says, it's indefinite. When you address somebody indefinitely, we say it indefinite pronoun. Let me give you an example. Some say he is a liar. Who says? Somebody. Who is that somebody? You don't know. One must do his duties. Who is that one? It can be anyone. They made him president. So who made president? Maybe the people of the nation made him the president. Though in our country it doesn't happen. We normal people do not elect the president. Still, they made him president. They, these words are indefinitely mentioning, addressing somebody and not particularizing anyone. So these words are one, some, any, they, etc. The last type of pronoun is reciprocal pronoun. Now, what is reciprocal? One something that reciprocates. Suppose I give you something and you give me that back. I call you to my house to have dinner. The next day you call me to your house to have dinner. Now that is reciprocation. So if this happens and a pronoun just tells about that, that is called a reciprocal pronoun. Now actually this pronoun is actually a pair of pronouns. These are pair of pronouns like each other, one another. Now take this sentence. Ram and Suresh are fighting with each other. The boys were fighting with one another. Now, these two sentences, when two subjects are there, then they do that work with each other. And if there are many, we use one another. So, whatever is done by one person is reciprocated by the other. So, when this type of action is mentioned by the pronouns, we use each other or one another. I hope I have made the concept clear. If there is any problem, feel free to comment in the comment box. I'll be ready to answer you. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.